Today, we're going to visit some tried and true products for me, plus adding a few new things to the mix. So let's play with makeup. Okay, so here is today's plethora of things. Now, we're just coming off a no buy July. And to be honest, I have not had time to get an order delivered or have any new products picked up. I've been very heavily into the Olympics. So again, I am just reaching into my newness drawer and then pulling out a few things that I just love and want to play with some more today. So let's start. And first off, I'm excited about this Hard Candy Future Visions palette. And I just saw a bunch of these kind of different color palettes, and you guys know I love purple. Oh, well, unless you don't know, my name is Amanda Hall, and I love all things makeup, fashion, style. So lots of great things going on over here. I can't wait to share with you. So stay tuned. Don't miss any of my upcoming videos because I have some big announcements coming. So I wanted to play with this. I picked this up a while ago, but this is a fairly new product to the L'Oreal line, and it's the L'Oreal True Match Blush. So I'm excited about that. And then I'm also added a new, e.l.f. came out with a few new colors of the Halo Glow. I gave it a try, and the color I tried last time was really beautiful, and I really liked it. So this is, oh, actually I already have this one. I don't know why I thought, well, we're gonna play with this one. It's brand new. We'll figure it out. So this is Berry Radiant, and then this is the True Match Blush. So we're gonna use that combination. I am going to try this Rimmel. I have had, one of the eyeshadow palettes that I really enjoyed recently was a Rimmel palette. And so I wanted to pick up the foundation. Now this one is a lasting foundation. And so it's probably going to be a little bit more drying than I like, but I made sure I prepped really well. So we're going to give that a try. I'm going to play some more with this e.l.f. under eye corrector that I tried last time. I have a highlighter from Relove for Revolution. This is a Makeup Revolution brand they sell at Walmart that's really inexpensive. So I wanted to give this highlighter a try. I have a tried and true combination, even though these are fairly new, these NYX butter bronzers. And then I'm going to pair it with my Juvia's Place in Nutmeg for my contour and bronzer. I have a new lip combination, and I have the L'Oreal, and this is in Blushing Berry. And then I figured I'd put a Pout Balm lip gloss on over top of it. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the right color or not, but it's pink cream. So we're going to use this combination together. And then of course we're going to put on my lashes. And then, oh my gosh, probably 15 years ago or so, I was using the Lash Stiletto by Maybelline. And so I picked this up. I'm going to be wearing lashes, so we're going to play with this. I think this might be really cool for my bottom lashes. And then of course, my tried and true for putting on my lashes. So let's get started. And the one thing I realized that I didn't grab was a concealer, but I think I'm going to pass on a concealer today. We'll switch things up a little bit. I think I'm just going to use the foundation very lightly around my eyes. So let's start with the color corrector. And so far I've really been enjoying this. It seems to do a very, very nice job at covering up the under eye very well. I'm going to actually use the other brush that I use that I really love. It's not available anymore, but it was put together by one of the influencers here that I just love. I think she's amazing. Her name is Jen Phelps, and she had done a brush collection. And that was the one I always use. Here it is. It's this one, but you can't get it anymore. So I'm like, hate showing it. I use it on my off days. So I'm going to use the Sigma E55. This is their eye shading, but we're just going to use this to put this on underneath the eyes. So we're halfway through the Olympics. What are you thinking so far? What do you think? You know, obviously, it's so amazing to me, technology. I was, you know, thinking about this on my morning walk with Millie, my puppy. And I was thinking about, you know, back when I was in high school in the late 80s, graduated in 1988, it was so fascinating to me that we only could watch what they already had pre-recorded, especially in somewhere like Paris or, you know, anywhere that was such a significant time difference from us. And now you can go on the Peacock app and you can watch any event. You can watch a replay of any event. So it's just amazing to see how far technology has come. I mean, being able to record videos and put them out on this app. I mean, it's just so crazy to me. When I first started, all that was available were blogs. It was all a writing form, and you didn't really have an opportunity to do video. And so now with video and technology and the advancement of everything, it's just crazy to see how far we've come. And if you're anywhere near my age, you remember the days that we just had to wait till 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock to watch the Olympics, and we only got to watch what they showed us. So it's been pretty cool. I've been watching very faithfully the beach volleyball and the indoor volleyball. Loving that. I've been watching the gymnastics. I've been watching the swimming. And so it's really nice to be able to go back and replay when, you know, everything's off live and watch things here on my time zone. Okay, so we're going to try the Rimmel Lasting Finish. All right, so now we're going to move on to the Rimmel Foundation. And let's see here what this says. It is a lasting finish, 25 hours. Again, I will not be wearing this 25 hours. Hydration boost. That's good because if this is a lasting finish, usually that means it's a little more leaning matte, which tends to, for someone who has extremely dry skin like I do, tends to be very extra drying on my skin. It's full coverage. It has an oxynate sunscreen of SPF 20, and I got this in classic beige. It's a full coverage lightweight foundation with a boost of hydration for great looking skin that lasts all day. With an oxynate. Why do they make it so hard to understand and read these words? I don't know. Sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 15. So let's give her a try, and then just, okay. It's probably a little bit too much, but you can see here is the color. Probably going to be a little light for me right now, but not too bad. And it's a little thicker, which means, you know, which is probably what the lasting part of that is. And so I think I'm just going to use my damp sponge to put this on. Let's go ahead, and it feels very creamy. It does have a scent to it. I'm not quite sure what that is. It smells clean, I think. I think. Actually, this is going on a lot thinner than I thought it was going to. So that's pretty surprising for a full coverage foundation. I mean, it doesn't feel like anything on the skin. You know what? Let's go in with a brush instead. I think this is kind of patting away the coverage. So I'm going to go in with my Nikki LaRose N17 brush and get it going here a little bit better. And I'm just going to lightly go back over with the sponge to kind of get that going. Okay. Much better with a brush if you want a bit of fuller coverage. If you don't, then I would recommend using the sponge, because the sponge was definitely giving it a lighter application. But it does feel very lightweight. It does feel still a little bit drying. I'm probably going to put my hair up today, so we're just going to run this over by my ear, run it down my neck. Yeah, it's holding that scent. I'm trying to think what that smells like. I don't know exactly what that smells like, but I'm just going to put a little bit, tap that in there, and then we'll set it down with the sponge. Just kind of press it into the skin here. So it's so hard to believe we are in the time of going back to school. My nephew, going into his senior year, starts school on Wednesday, which is crazy to me. I remember back in the day, and those of you who are back in the day, you remember when school didn't start till after Labor Day. And now he starts, I mean, this is the first week of August he's starting, and it's just crazy to me. My niece, who's in California, she starts in like 2 weeks. So she starts in August before anything kicks off. It's just so odd to me that that's what they're doing. So I'm just going to go with a tried and true, the Build-A-Brow for my brows. I'm going to get those on. The scent is kind of laying down. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. Let's see here. I'm looking in my extremely magnified mirror. So definitely a full coverage. It does not feel extremely heavy on the skin. I wouldn't say it feels as light as a skin tint or something that's a little more like the L'Oreal True Match, or not the True Match, but the L'Oreal Nude, or the Maybelline ones that are the tints. This is definitely a little more on the heavy side. So far, it's doing okay. I mean, I have wrinkles. Ladies, you have wrinkles. You just know what I'm talking about. You just deal with it. I'm just going to go ahead and brush a little bit of this gel through. I really like this gel, but we're going to use one of my, this is just going to give us somewhere to start, somewhere to work with. I am going to go with a little bit of a more, just go a little more light with the purple shadows today. Not that purple is very natural, but I definitely will probably do a little lighter look today, as we are still in the throes of a very warm summer. Where you guys are at, are you guys experiencing some extreme heat? This is only my 5th summer in the South, and I've been really pleasantly surprised with the weather here during the summers. I mean, yes, it's hot and sticky, but it hasn't been unbearable, at least so far. However, this summer has been a bit of a rough one. We've been under heat advisories. It's in the 90s with 107, 8 heat index, which is a little bit on the rough side. We've received less rain than we normally do. So it's been a bit of a interesting summer here. And some of the people I've talked to saying, yeah, they're surprised that the heat has come much earlier this year. So the makeup I've been wearing has really been put to the test with all this humidity. So it's been an interesting summer. I'm really surprised by how like this is what I expected when we moved here. And so it's been nice that it hasn't been like that. I'm just going to use my Maybelline Super Lock to just lock this in place. Again, just did something super easy, natural, you know, even though we're going to do a purple look. I just wanted something nice and easy. So how's the weather been where you? How are you experiencing your makeup holding up or not holding up? What are you finding? Have you found stuff? I'd love to hear what you use in the throes of summer, for especially for dry skin girl. What kind of foundation you use for those hot days, or if you even just forego foundation and just maybe put on the other things. So I'm going to stick with the face, and I'm going to put on my bronzer. Actually, it says it's a bronzer, but I'm going to use this as contour. Now, mind you, you don't need to use all these steps. I like to play with makeup, and so this is what I do. This cream, this is such a great cream product by Juvia's Place. I have the colors. I have this one and buttercream. This one's a little bit darker. And so I'm just going to use my Sigma. These are the newer ones that I just picked up not too long ago. The F48 soft coverage. I'm just going to place this just to give me a little more, oops, sorry about that. Just to give me more color. I find that, especially during the summer months, if you're going to use a liquid or a cream product, that you're more likely going to set it down with a powder so that it doesn't, you know, melt off your face. That's what I have found. So that's why I'm going to use the butter bronzer. That's my tip. At least for me, that's what I have experienced, especially, you know, being summer here in the South. Most of the time, if I'm putting on a full face, I am definitely setting down my creams, or I'm just using straight powder. And I really don't have a powder bronzer that I have found that really gives me a good contour. And so I don't mind using two. So this is the bronzer in Nutmeg from Juvia's Place. These are really, really good. And they're they dry down really well. So if you wanted to just wear those, like during the winter, if you just wanted to wear those and not have to worry about it slipping off, they dry down. They're really, really great products. And now I'm going to go in and just set this bronzer down. And this is the lighter color. This is all buttered up. So I figured I'd just go with a little bit light. And these are so pigmented, you guys. Just need the lightest tap, like really. That's it. That's all I'm going to use. And this is the Sigma Soft Sculpt F11 brush. This is one of their newer brushes as well. Really been liking using these new brushes. They're very, very, very good. Let's see here. Now let's play with the blush. I'm surprised I picked up this color again, this Berry Radiant. Actually, you know what? We're going to switch it up. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can pull out another one. Since we're on a hard candy theme, let's give this blush a try. This is the Face Off Hard Candy Blush. This is their Luminous Blush, and this is in the color Pop Star. So let's give this one a try instead, since I already have that Very Radiant. So let's see here. I'm gonna put a little bit on, let's see. Oh, it's a doe foot. For some reason, I thought this was like a little tiny, like a squeeze bottle, but it's a doe foot. So here is the applicator. Let's see, let's put a little bit on. Ooh, wow. This is definitely more of a, this actually would probably be a better topper, because you can see how luminous that is right here. I blended it out here. I'll just put the, here's what it looks like without blending. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, yeah, we'll just put this on the bottom and then we'll put the True Match over top. So what I think I'm gonna do is just wipe a good bit of this off on my hand. So there is what I put on my hand. I just kind of wiped what was left on the brush. And I'm gonna go in with my, this is my Kabuki brush from Amazon. I'm just gonna press in to my hand, rubbing it into the brush to try to get even placement. And then we're just gonna tap it in. That's pretty. It gives just a really no, I shouldn't say natural. It gives a very light wash, but it definitely has some luminance to it. That's just, you know, that little bit. Huh, it's pretty. I like it. It's not like, it's good. This is like that perfect summer blush. But that was pretty impressive. It is almost more like a lilac. It's got more of that purple tint to it. Interesting. Then let's try this True Match. Let's see what this says. This is the True Match Super Blendable Blush. This one's in Tender Rose. Does it say anything on here? No, but the first ingredient is talc. So if you have an issue with talc, this probably wouldn't be the best. But yeah, Tender Rose. So let's see here. Let's get this. Oh, why they always put this plastic on here is the hardest stuff to deal with. Here, let me get my tweezers and peel this off. Okay. So, comes with a mirror. And then let's see here. Why? Okay. So here is that. It definitely seems to run a little bit more peachy than rosy. Let's see here. I'm going to put this like right here. Well, that, you can see that on my thumb right, like here. Like, we're just going to put it on. It's really not showing up that much right there, which will be great. We're going to use it as a topper, so that'll be perfect. And I'm going to go in with my Sigma F40, and we're just going to go in here, and we'll just lightly tap over. Okay. I know it's probably really hard for you guys to see, especially in these bright lights. That's just a nice, subtle, yeah, I'm not super impressed by that. It's nice. It's not fantastic, like, oh my gosh, that's a color I guess I'm gonna wear all the time. But it's pretty. It'll do a nice job of setting that down. Since I haven't played with that before, I don't know how dry or sticky or any of that stuff is. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put on you know, I have been loving this, and this is now the third video I will use this in, and this is the Pretty Smart Eyeshadow Primer Elixir. And I can't tell you how good this primer is. I have really been enjoying how it holds my eyeshadow in place. It has just been so good. Okay, we're gonna give that a minute to set down. And so let's go ahead and we'll play with the eyes. All right, we're gonna play with this Hard Candy palette. I hope this is as good as the Rimmel palette was. We've let the eye primer dry down a bit, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, it looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what the back says. Maybe I get this wrong here. Hard Candy Marquee Future Visions, 15 multi-dimensional shades, matte, satin, shimmer, and glitter. And let's see here. Do not... let's see. It is talc-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. And it says that... Let's see here. Okay, so the nice thing is they have the shade colors over here. So it looks like, that's what it looks like. I think I'm going to start with, let's see, I think I'm going to use WTF NFT, which is this kind of neutral color. We'll go in with my E40 tempered blending. Gonna put that on my switch, and so we're gonna go in with that. Oh, that's picking up a pretty decent amount of product. There's a little powdery. Oh, wow. That has some color payoff. Wow, that was surprising. You know, sometimes with these drugstore palettes, you don't expect a huge color payoff with one tap in. But that's impressive. I mean, that's nothing. It's on. Wow. I am impressed with first application. Wow. So I have very deep set eyes. And as I age, I am getting a little more hooded. But for the most part, like this one, hood's a little bit down. But for the most part, I have very deep set eyes, as you can see. Like on this one, I don't have a lot of hooding, but I do have deep set eyes. And since I have a little more real estate on top, I take this up over the brow bone to give myself that extra. Wow, I am very impressed, and it's actually blending well. I'm surprised. That's a good start. I'm excited about that. So now let's go in with my E38 diffuser crease brush. Just wiping that off on my switch. And let's see here. I think I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to start, let's start with Virtual. We're going to use Virtual in the crease area. So I just like to start it right there at the edge of the brow bone and then work it into my crease. Wow. Now this one is not quite as pigmented, but it's pigmented. You know, it's a shimmer shade, so it's not going to be as heavy on the matte, but wow. And it's blending nicely. That's Virtual. And I want to say this palette was like $10. I'll have everything listed down below that I'm using today, and the colors and the prices. And if you click on a link and you purchase a product, I get a very, very small commission from that, which I'm extremely grateful. It helps me buy the makeup on this channel, but I do pay for all the makeup myself. And so I just want you to know, if you do that, that's amazing. If you don't and you buy it on your own, that's amazing too. That's not why I do this. I do this because I love makeup. I love makeup. I love fashion. I love styling. And so that's why I do this. And wow, I am so impressed with this. I am super, super excited about this. Okay, so now I think I'm going to darken up the outer corner a little bit. And so I'm going to go in with Meta. So we're just going to darken up that corner a little bit. I know I'm still trying to stay in a summer look. So, you know, me, glam, summer look is still putting on a glam eye. That's just me. So I'm just gonna lightly tap in based on how pigmented everything is. And I'm just going to, oh wow, that's really pigmented. That was more than I expected. But that is a beautiful, like grayish purple matte. Wow, that is really pigmented. Holy cow, was not expecting that. Especially darker colors, usually, I mean, wow. Was not expecting that at all. But oh my goodness, I am so surprised. That is so pretty. Wow. Diffuse it out there a little bit on the outer corner. Okay. I must say, I am extremely, extremely shocked by how good this is. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to lay down, based on the pigmentation. I was thinking about using Streamer, which is this color, but I'm thinking maybe I need to go in with a matte and then we'll top it with this. I love glitter, so let's do this. I'm going to put the Streamer towards the outer corner, and then I'll use this towards the inner corner, and then we'll put the topper down of the glitter. I'm excited. This is so fun. This is why I love makeup, because you just get to play. Sometimes you have a good day and sometimes it's a fail, and that's just how it is. Oh, wow. That's pretty. I like that a lot. Oh, you see that on the eye? It's not like that bam color, but oh, it is pretty. Wow. Okay, now let's just go. I'm going to go in the inner corner kind of here with this other one. Okay, so that first one was Streamer, and this one is Digital. I'm just going to use on the inner. Wow. This is some serious pigment, you guys. I'm very stunned. I'm very, very stunned by how pigmented this is. All right, I think I am going to use let me grab it. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it or not, but the NYX Glitter Glue, I'm just going to put this kind of on I'm going to put a little bit on my lid so that this glitter to try to avoid any fallout with this glitter. So we're just going to lightly tap that on where I'm going to put this glitter. All right, and so we're going to use the color Magnetic, which is this one right here. I know most people are not a glitterer. They don't like the glitter. I love the glitter, and If you don't, you can avoid this step and still have a beautiful look. But I am going to head. Now, this is a true glitter. Look at that. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is such a pretty palette. Oh my goodness. Look how pretty this glitter is. And it does not feel, I mean, it does feel a little. But look at that on the glitter glue. Oh my goodness. Look at that sparkle. Wow. Okay, sold. This palette so far is fantastic. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how pretty that is. Okay, we've got most of the eyes done. We're going to go ahead and actually, you know what I'm going to do here? Let's go ahead and put, let's see, we're going to use this white color and see. Let's get this back open here. We need to figure out something for the brow bone. I think I'm going to do the, we'll do the digital with a little bit of the streaming up in the brow bone. And then I'm going to use strobe in the inner corner. So let's go in. I'm going to use my pencil brush, my single pressure. This is the E30. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of streaming and a little bit of digital. Tap that off and we'll put that up here. And up on the brow bone, just to kind of finish off this look. All right, and then we're going to use strobe in the inner corner. Not as bright. That one's not as bright as I thought it was going to be. Of course, I'm using it on the same brush I use, even though I'm putting it off on my switch. I'm using the same brush I used that purple on, so let me see here. All right, that one looks a little bit better. Okay, so there we go. All right, let's go ahead and put on the, we're definitely going to go, I'm not going to tightline today. We're just going to use, all right, give me a second. I'm going to gather up my stuff here. I seem to have misplaced it on my very messy desk. So hold on just a second. Okay, found everything I was looking for. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the lashes. I'm gonna use the lash stiletto. This is going to be a just one coat on the top and bottom. I'm not going to tightline today because we're gonna keep it a little lighter. I mean, it's glam, but keep it a little less glam and no tight lining today, but I am going to give my eyelashes a bit of a curl. This is more of a lengthening mascara than it is a volume mascara. And we'll see how this looks. I like to put mascara on as soon as I curl to hopefully keep my lashes up, especially, well, not necessarily because this is a, again, this is more a lengthening. It's not going to give you volume, which is really what I'm looking for when I'm wearing lashes, because I'm not, you know, my lashes are going to bring the volume, but it just gives me something to adhere my lashes to. And so let's give this other side a curl. We'll do the bottom lashes. I have very straight down lash, point down. So most of the time I have to give them a little bit of a curl to get them to stay up. And so that's why I use that. I've been liking that lash curler. I still haven't found one, a drugstore version that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. But I like the way that one works. I like that I can get some of these lashes on the outer edge that are hard to get in regular shaped ones because it's a little bit longer, which I like. Okay, so that's the mascara. Again, just lengthening. I think this is a perfect bottom lash mascara. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that on the bottom lashes. And then we'll get my lashes put on. So do you have any last minute trips planned before school starts for you? Any weekend trips? If you have kids or you still have kids that are maybe in high school, you know, both my kids are adults. So I don't have to worry about that. But just in case you're watching and you do, is there any, or do you have any travel plans left for the rest of the summer? I'd love to know where you're going. I really don't have any more travel plans. I do, but nothing big. So I'm just shaking up the lash glue. We'll go ahead and get the lashes lined to put my lashes. I'm going to be using the lashes that I used last week, which are, I figured out they're the 371 Ardell lashes. And now they are very, very volume and glam. I'm surprised this is actually going over the glitter pretty well, considering the one, I forget, was it the Milani? It just did not go over very well, which was a little bit disappointing. Okay, so we're gonna get this. So these are very cat eye and glam. Every once in a while, I like to amp it up on my lashes. I like a really great volume lash. Most of the time I use the Demi Wispies, which are the natural lashes, and I love those for everyday type use. But these are just fun, just really super volume lashes that I like to play with. And since they're pretty much on their last wear or so, I figured I'd just wear them today and then we'd move on to a new shape. I will be having on my next order that comes in some different shaped lashes. So I'm excited to try something new there. So you guys aren't seeing all the old same things. But this is actually going on pretty well over the glitter, which is nice. It actually, I'll show you, it is picking up a little bit of glitter on the liner, which I'll just wipe off. But I don't know if you can see that it picked up a little bit of the glitter on there. It's probably not showing very well on camera. But the thing I love about using this liner is that you don't have to wait for the glue to dry down. You just can place your liners. So it's great if you're in a hurry. Again, they do have this in clear. Now the natural lashes that I wear have the banding, you know, that's a little more natural. This one, because they're more volumizing, you know, they have more lashes on them. They tend to need a little more help with the band. So that's why I wear the eyeliner with it. So I like the fact that it's getting easier and easier to put these on and quicker for me, for you to have to sit and watch, which I like. Oh, there's Millie. She just decided to come in and have a seat. And then I just use this Master Precise just to blend the lines together. So that is the eye look. I think we are pretty much done. We do have the lip combination to do. I will do that when I come back. Let me go get dressed and get my hair done, and I will be back to put the lipstick on. And oh, wait. We did not do the highlighter. So this is the Relove Revolution Super Highlight. And I think they only have really one color. And this is in Rose. Does it say anything? It does have mica and talc. So that's what's going to give you that, that's going to give you that more glittery look. Now, if you have a lot of texture or a lot of that around here, like I do have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, sometimes you don't want to accentuate that, but doesn't really matter to me that much. I have wrinkles. I'm almost 55. I'm just going to embrace them. So this is my, these are the Jessup brushes from Amazon. And I'm just going to lightly go in here, and we'll just give this a little bit. Oh, wow, that's pretty. I thought it was going to be a little more golden, but it is actually a little more rosy. Ooh, that's pretty. A little bit on the edge of my nose. Huh. Not too bad. All right, let me finish getting dressed, go do my hair, get my jewelry on, and we'll put the lips on, and I'll share with you my thoughts. I'm back. I am all ready. Hair's done. Clothing's on. Jewelry's on. So let's talk about, well, let's first put on the lipstick and then talk about the makeup. All right. So this one I said is Blushing Berry, and I'm not going to use any liner today. I'd like to see, I have a couple of these. They don't tend to bleed on me, which I really like. That's a very pretty color. I think it's a little... Now, L'Oreal always has this scent. I just think it is who they are. It's not a favorite, but... And this is their... they have a bunch of different kinds. This is not a matte one, I don't believe. This is the Color Riche 590 Blushing Berry. And so I think this actually might be more of their satin line. And then we're going to try the Pout Bomb by Makeup Revolution. And let's see here. I think I've tried one other of this color here. So this is just a very bright pink, and we're just gonna put that kind of in the center, just to give it a little more dimension. You can't turn it down, so just be careful on how much you push it up. I probably put it up a little too far, but there's now with the lips all complete. Ooh, I do feel a little tingling with that. So definitely a plumping gloss. Very nice. Like this combination. L'Oreal isn't always my favorite blend of lipstick, but I thought this color was really pretty. I wanted to give it a try. So these kind of lipsticks, these bullet lipsticks, are not long lasting by any stretch of the means, but I do enjoy a good bullet lipstick. So that is nice. I can still feel the tingling. So now let's talk about the rest of the makeup. I mean, we'll start for me with the star of the show, and that is the eyeshadow palette, this Hard Candy eyeshadow palette. You can see here the look. I mean, I'm just so impressed with this. I'm definitely going to have to see what other color stories they have, but definitely am extremely impressed with how pigmented and amazing these are. And with it, I use the Pretty Smart Eye Elixir Primer, the Eye Primer Elixir, and the NYX Glitter Glue to hold down the glitter. And you can see I don't have any fallout from the glitter at all, which is extremely impressive. Maybe just a little tiny bit, but nothing to be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I mean, really just love that. Love, love, love. The highlighter, it is pretty natural. It actually isn't that like blingy. I'll play with this some more and see what kind of looks I can get with it. This is a tried and true combination for me. It is, as you can tell, I'm not super sculpted today, which is great because I'm letting the eyes and the jewelry and the look kind of carry it away. So it just looks very natural and very bronzed, not a super sculpted look. So, but I love these two products. They are amazing. Let's turn this right side up. So these are really, really, really pigmented and really good. And I do really love these Juvia's Place cream bronzers. Very good. The eye corrector I've been really enjoying. I just put it with the foundation. Let's talk about the blush first. I like the blush. This combination was really nice. I'm going to definitely be playing with this some more. I mean, this was okay. It didn't like blow my socks off. It's a powder blush. It is what it is. It doesn't feel drying on the skin, which is really nice. But it's a pretty color. It's nothing that blew my socks off. I'm actually more impressed with this Hard Candy Face Off blush. Very pretty. Definitely going to be trying this some more. It does remind me a little bit of the e.l.f. Halo Glow blushes. So, but I don't think they have anything that quite this color. So I'm definitely going to be playing with that some more. And let's talk about the brows and the lashes. I just did the lash stiletto. That's what I have on the lower lashes. It's just a tried and true. It's been around for forever. I used to use this all the time. Then I have the Build-A-Brow on. I believe this is in, let me just double check the color here. They make these so little, it's hard to see. This one is the Black Brown. That's the color of this. And this is really a great pen for hair-like strokes. And then my Kiss Lash Glue in black, and then my Master Precise Maybelline liner to finish it off. Now let's talk about this foundation, the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour wear hydrating. Now the scent has gone away, whatever the scent was. I'm actually, I mean, it is settling a little bit into my fine lines and wrinkles. It is doing a little bit of caking around my chin area that isn't super noticeable. Now I'm looking like on a 10 times magnified mirror, but just looking in a regular mirror, it does look a little cakey around my chin. But that could be I just put too much on. I may pat that out a little more in the future as I play with this some more to see if I can get that to look a little less cakey. But I mean, I think I'm pretty impressed by how this feels. It does not feel heavy. It does not feel cakey. It just looks a little bit like that. So I'm extremely excited about trying this some more. Definitely is more of a matte foundation. It is not going to give you a dewy look or a satin finish look that's going to make you look a little more glowy. So that's not what this is for. But I think I do really like the way it is looking so far. I will insert a highlight of what it looks like in natural light. And then I I just want to thank you so much for, if you stuck around here to the end, I'd love to see a little lipstick emoji down in the comments. I am excited about the things that are to come. I'm excited to do a little more shopping and see some of the new releases that came out and add those to my collection. But stay tuned. I have a really big announcement coming up in the next week or so that I can't wait to share with you guys. You're going to be very surprised. So remember, you get to choose every day to dress with purpose.